The last time I went to the gem and jewelry show, I paid my bead vendor a visit. It was like opening day. I got there literally right when it opened and it was incredibly busy. I was actually honestly really surprised. And my goal was to buy the faceted clear quartz that I had purchased the previous time that I had gone to see her. And she said that she didn't have any, she was sold out of it, and I was really bummed. Her booth is set up in sections, so all of the beads of a particular type of gem are together. So like all of the moonstone beads are together. If they're faceted, the 4mm, 6mm, 8mm, like they're all together. I went to where the quartz beads were, and the only thing that she had similar was this. And looking at it, you're like, oh, it's so pretty. And at the gem show, it's lit for gems, so there were lights everywhere and they sparkled so beautifully. And I purchased them, and it wasn't until I got home and I looked at them again that I realized these are aura quartz. And aura quartz has a man-made coating on the quartz crystals. So it is quartz, it just has a colored coating on it. And it's so subtle, I didn't realize, because with the lighting and all of the other colorful gems on the table, I thought the quartz was just reflecting the colors off of the other gemstones. So you can see closer up that each sphere has like a color to it. There's like purples and yellows and orange, and clearly it's treated. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that while I was there. I don't know if you like aura quartz. I'm not big on treated crystals, but we're gonna work with what we have. So I was restocking the quartz to make more threader earrings with them, and why not make more threader earrings with these? In fact, the coating on them is gonna make them like more sparkly and more colorful. So people might like that, and these are like perfect earrings for bridal earrings. Like these are, I would wear these for my wedding. They're just so stunning because they dangle and they sparkle, and like it's quartz and it's natural and it's beautiful. I can't remember here we go. I can't remember like how I make my threaders, like the length of chain that I use and everything. So I highly recommend get yourself a notebook, and every time you make something, write down what you do, how you do it, the length of material that you use, the width of material, so that you have everything. Because sometimes we make things like once every so often, and then when you want to make it again, you're like, I don't remember how I did that. And so even with me, I have process videos on my social media accounts that I can always refer back to, but I don't show every single piece of information as to what I do because I have like 60 seconds to show it all. So I always make sure to go back in and write things down so that I can say, okay, I used this type of chain for my threaders in this length, and this was the thickness of the wire that I used to thread my beads on. So make sure that you give yourself fail-safes so you don't have to guess. You know, they always say to put your solder like someplace else, and there's a good reason for that. Oh, I found it! Because half the time I put my solder on my charcoal block and I can't find it. I don't even know if this flame is hot enough to melt my solder, let alone to solder this together. Okay, let's see how this goes. You know what? Oh, a little bit hotter. Okay. My soldering tweezers are a hot mess right now, so I'm gonna go clean them up. There's a bunch of ways to do this. The easiest is with a file or sanding sticks, but always make sure that you aren't filing into your like silver or gold catch tray, because you don't want to cross-contaminate silver or gold with whatever metal your tweezers are. I thankfully have a tool from my dad's work, so if you've seen me cast before, like lost wax casting, that is not mine, that's my dad's. He has a bunch of tools because he makes crowns for teeth, and way back when they used to use gold. So he used to use gold to create the crowns, and he would cast them on his centrifuge, and so he has a ton of tools that translate for jewelers as well. So I'm gonna go clean these up on one of his lathes. This has like this, I don't actually know what the disc is made out of, but it grinds this down really nicely. If you go back and you re-watch my social media posts from like a year, maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit more than a year ago, I used to work in his lab. So you'll see the videos look a little bit different because they were in his lab. So I'm here now, and we're gonna get to cleaning up these tweezers. Your posts are soldered on. And now we just have to make our quartz embellishments. So I'm just gonna wire wrap, trying to figure out how many I'm gonna do. On the original quartz threader earrings, I used three little quartz beads, but those ones are smaller than this. So I am not sure. Oh, I have to put a pin on the end of this so it doesn't slide right off. I remember when I first started making jewelry, I was like, how do people get the little ball at the end of the wire so that the bead doesn't fall through? And I would look on like jewelry supply stores, like, oh, they must buy them that way. Like, it must be a machine that does it. Or you just put a little flame to your wire and it beads up itself. So now I'm trying to figure out how many beads I want on the end. I think one, right? Yeah, I think like one little disco ball. I think three is too many. I think one. We're gonna try it. Just gotta find my pliers. I got this way too long, but I wasn't sure how many beads I was gonna put, so better be safe and have more than not have enough. That is so cute. If you weren't sure what thread or earrings are, I'll show you. I'll do this side. I think it's easier. So you can choose. You can choose. Oh! You can choose how long you want them. If you have multiple piercings, you can keep threading it through the other piercing like you're sewing. I'm so glad I did the one. I think it looks really cute. Okay, and then let's see with the hair down. I mean, how cute are they? I'm outside and unfortunately the sun is directly overhead, so I don't have like, my hair is kind of in the way, but you can see how pretty they look. I love them. So, we love them too.